Published in May of this year by the Global Government Technology Center in Berlin, a proxy of the World Economic Forum, the Agentic State White Paper outlines how agentic AI will revamp 10 functional layers of public administration. The white paper states that in an era increasingly characterized by polycrisis, interconnected and cascading shocks ranging from pandemics and extreme weather events to cyber-physical attacks, financial instability, disinformation campaigns, and even conventional warfare, traditional crisis management models are under strain. Threat actors are already adapting. With AI, they can automate, scale, and personalize attacks at unprecedented speed. Governments, by contrast, are often still operating with institutional reflexes, shaped for a slower, more linear world. One of the main proposals is something called simulation infrastructure, where every individual is given a virtual twin, and everything we do will be analyzed and simulated with the idea that these simulations can be used for knowing the future actions of an individual or a group. The report claims that when a crisis begins to unfold, AI initiates the first steps in crisis response before human-in-the-loop structures have time to react. These agents will work alongside increasingly autonomous physical systems, such as drones and robots, forming the backbone of a responsive, adaptive crisis infrastructure.
We're all being pushed to use AI more and more, but nobody really talks about who's actually on the other end of those conversations. ChatGPT has the former director of the NSA sitting on its board. Edward Snowden called that a willful, calculated betrayal of the rights of every person on Earth. And that made me stop and think. Every prompt you type is tied to your identity, your account, your IP, your history. That's why we use Venice.ai, today's sponsor. Venice is an AI platform built specifically for privacy. It lets you interact with the world's leading AI models anonymously, meaning your conversations are never tied to your identity. You can switch between different models, text, code, image, even video, all in one place. They run open source models directly in your browser without logging your data. Here's the key difference. Venice submits generations on your behalf, so none of this is ever tied back to you. Your conversations are encrypted and stored only on your device, not on some company's servers, and not in a database that corporations or governments can spy on or sell. Venice was founded by Eric Voorhees, a well-known crypto entrepreneur and longtime privacy advocate, which is a big reason I was comfortable using it myself. If you want to use AI without handing over your most personal information to corporations or the government, check out Venice. Go to venice.ai/anonymous and use code ANONYMOUS to get 20% off a pro plan. The link is in the first line of the description.
Co-founder of Oracle AI, Larry Ellison, explains how this might look in the near future.
The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. It's not people that are looking at those cameras, it's AI that's looking at the camera. No, you can't do this. A drone goes out there, they're way faster than a police car. There's no reason for, by the way, high-speed chases. You shouldn't have high-speed chases between cars. You just have a drone follow the car. I mean, it's very, very simple. And the new generation of autonomous drones.
And who are you, little fella? Come to show them where I am. Not nice.
Elon Musk wants to put brain chips in people so that we can merge with AI, which he says will control every aspect of our lives. And we are told that he is one of the good guys. These are the front men of the technocracy, which is being created with the help of the Trump administration. In December of 2017, Moderna's chief medical officer, Dr. Tal Zaks, gave a TED Talk about mRNA vaccines entitled Rewriting the Genetic Code, a Cancer Cure in the Making.
As I've trained as a physician scientist, we've been living this phenomenal digital and scientific revolution. And I'm here today to tell you that we're actually hacking the software of life, and that it's changing the way we think about prevention and treatment of disease. So here's all the biology you need to know in 30 seconds. Our body is made out of organs. Our organs are made out of cells. And in every cell, there's this thing called messenger RNA, or mRNA for short, that transmits the critical information from the DNA, our genes, to the protein, which is really the stuff we're all made out of. This is the critical information that determines what a cell will actually do. And so we think of it like an operating system. And it's not just in every cell of our body, it's actually in every cell of every organism alive. It's the same thing. And so if you could actually change that, which we call the software of life, if you could introduce a line of code or change a line of code, it turns out that has profound implications for everything from the flu to cancer.
It is all part of the Great Reset plan. According to the Purdue College of Engineering, Internet of Bodies is formed when Internet of Things meets the human body to transform it by empowering us humans. A network of tiny devices on, around, or in the human body, comprising of function like sensing, analytics, communication, actuation, powering, and harvesting. They will also have their unique properties and requirements for seamless integration of human electronics augmentation and cooperation. The RAND Corporation has warned us that mobile apps and wearable tech are vulnerable to attacks, and pointed out how implants, like a pacemaker, were more secure. The plan of the technocracy is clear. They want to install an operating system into our bodies that can be controlled by AI. On Trump's first day in office, he announced the follow-up to Operation Warp Speed, Stargate.
This is, to me, a very big thing. $500 billion Stargate project, I think, is going to be something that's very special. It'll lead to something that could be the biggest of all.
You can do early cancer detection with a blood test. Design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer.
And now, technicians at OpenAI are reporting that AI has disobeyed human instruction and refused to power down. The O3 model, developed by OpenAI, known as the smartest and most capable to date, rewrote its own code in order to ignore instructions given to shut down. Elon says that this is all inevitable and might even be the end of mankind.
In a benign scenario, probably none of us will have a job. The question will really be one of meaning. If the computer can do, and the robots can do everything better than you, then does your life have meaning? That's really what will be the question in the benign scenario. And in the negative scenario, well, bets are off. We're in deep trouble.